Wholesome Radio.
Láti ìkànnì kànga gbọ́nmágbẹ́ 89.3 FM gẹ́gẹ́ ní aago 8 alẹ́ lù.
The news on Wells Radio 89.3 FM.
Hello and good evening. Here is the national news on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. We are reaching you live from Wells Broadcasting House along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. I am Kemisola Williams. First, the headlines. Federal government summons South African envoy over alleged attacks on Nigerians. Nigeria reaffirms commitment to OPEC Plus framework. Bauchi State Governor defect from PDP to APM. Wells Observation Global Ministry Vice President celebrates 70th birthday housewarming. In Oyo News Update, Alafin rejects illegal market leader installation in Oyo. Those are the headlines. Now the news in detail. We start with this story. The federal government has summoned South Africa's acting High Commissioner over attacks on national and their businesses during ongoing anti-foreigner protests in the country. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs disclosed that the envoy had been invited to a high meeting scheduled for Monday, May 4th, in Abuja, where Nigeria would formally express its deep concerns over the incident and their possible impact on relations between both countries. The ministry stated that discussions would focus on harassment, violence, and destruction of businesses owned by foreign nationals, including Nigerians. While acknowledging public concerns, the government appealed to Nigerians to remain calm as diplomatic efforts continue. Nigeria's Ministry of Petroleum Resources has indicated that the country remains firmly committed to the principles and objectives of the Declaration of Cooperation between the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and its allies under OPEC Plus. The Ministry of Petroleum Resources stated that the country recognized the role of OPEC and its allies in managing oil supply, reducing market volatility, and promoting a more predictable pricing environment. The agency added that Nigeria would continue to comply with agreed production frameworks while engaging constructively and member states to strengthen cooperations and market balance. And in politics, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed has officially announced his defection to the Allied People's Movement, APM, along with members of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, loyal to the Tanimu Turaki-led executives. Mohammed announced the defection at the Bauchi government house today joined by the APM National Chairman Yusuf Dantali and other party and government officials. He revealed that the move was aimed at securing victory in future elections and providing a credible political platforms for his supporters. Governor Mohammed, who was until his defection the chairman of the People's Democratic Party Governors Forum, expressed appreciation to the PDP for the role it's played in his political journey and election victories. Families, members and well-wishers gathered yesterday to celebrate the Vice President of Wells of Salvation Global Ministries, Pastor Chuks Nwachukwu, as he clocked 70 years. The celebration, which also marked his Platinum Jubilee and housewarming ceremony at Christ Ambassadors International College in Ibadan, saw the cleric appreciating God for the help and strength granted to him in his ministry.
I give God the glory because the day I was born, before 24 hours, my mom told me that I was dead and they had to strap me on her back from Makurdi to Onitsha, Anambra State, where I was taken to my grandfather. I came back. That same time, I think at age 6, we went to go and watch a River Benue water carry. You know, it's a long story. I want to thank God that I did not disappoint the church. So I'm really thankful to God. Today, we dedicated building that God gave to me. I wanted to let the younger generation know that it is good to serve the Lord wholeheartedly. I never had a plan B. I want to sincerely appreciate my mom in the Lord, Evangelist Mrs. Lillian Badimosi. She has been everything, a benefactor, and I want to thank God for her health. I've prayed that the Lord will keep her focused. She's a mother in Israel indeed.
The president of Wells of Salvation Global Ministries, Evangelist Mrs. Lillian Badimosi, praised Pastor Chuks Nwachukwu for his loyalty, dedication, and commitment to duty, describing him as a dependable and hardworking individual.
Pastor Chuks is a gift of God to us in our ministry. To me in particular, very dedicated co-laborer, very committed, very loyal, very faithful and diligent. That's Pastor Chuks for you. He's a man of integrity and is passionate about soul winning. Very humble. That's another thing I must say about Pastor Chuks. When you give Pastor Chuks an assignment, you can go to sleep.
Members of the celebrant families and well-wishers also shared their beautiful experiences with him, highlighting his kindness, care, and unwavering support.
I'm so grateful to God for giving me such a man. He's a dedicated man, honest, and he takes his work diligently.
My name is Omomayowa Tilayo Nkem Nwachukwu. I'm the first child of Pastor Chuks Ozomena Nwachukwu. My dad is a loving father. He's an hardworking man. You hardly wake up without having your quiet time. He taught us that. He made us know each scripture for each day. He doesn't encourage laziness.
My name is Oreluwa Nwachukwu, last born to Pastor Chuks Nwachukwu, the celebrant. My dad is a very hardworking dad. It was an inspiration for me to become successful. He teaches me every day. He's God-fearing. I love my dad. I respect him.
My name is Bolatfe. I'm the first grandchild to the celebrant, Pastor Chuks. He's a loving grandfather. There are a lot of things to say about him. He loves me. He loves his family. He also loves his work. And he loves Jesus the most. So I'm going to come back to this life. I wish to be his grandson again.
I am Atama Aminu Amodu, the Director of Missions of Well of Salvation Global Ministries. Pastor Chuks, for me, is my captain. He's a friend, a father, an uncle, a confidant, and a counselor.
The event featured prayers, thanksgiving, music, and merriment as guests congratulated him on the twins' milestones. In Oyo News Update, the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Akim Owade, has warned against what he described as the legal installation of the market leader in Oyo State, declaring the action unauthorized and without legal effect. In a news release issued today by his Director of Media and Publicity, Bode Durojaye, the monarch said the palace had been alerted of the self-proclamation and public parade of Isumalai Kolawole Salam, also known as Olaya, as the Babaloja of Oyo, without due process or approval. The palace stated that any chieftaincy title or equivalent position conferred without the approval of the Alaafin remained and void. He also advised the individual concerned to stop presenting himself as a market leader immediately, while members of the public were warned against dealing with him in any official capacity. Well, that's it on the national news for tonight. Before we end the news, here are the highlights. We informed you that federal government summoned South Africa's acting High Commissioner over attacks on Nigerians and their businesses during ongoing anti-foreigner protests in the country. According to report, Nigeria's Ministry of Petroleum Resources indicated that the country remains firmly committed to the principle and objectives of the Declaration of Cooperation between the organization and the petroleum exporting countries and its allies under OPEC+. Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed officially announced his defection to the Allied People's Movement, along with members of the People's Democratic Party loyal to the Tanimu Turaki-led executives. Family members and well-wishers gathered yesterday to celebrate the Vice President of Wells of Salvation Global Ministries, Pastor Chuks Nwachukwu, as he clocked 70 years, congratulated him on the twin milestones. And in Oyo News Update, we informed you that the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Akim Owade, warned against what he described as the illegal installation of a market leader in Oyo State, declaring the action unauthorized and without legal effect. The bulletin was compiled, edited, and also brought to you by Kemi Sola Williams. Ibukun Awoshika once said, "The only way you can do work safely is to work well." Stay connected with us on all our social media platforms at Wells Radio 893. Like our Facebook page at Wells Radio 893 FM fan page. Listen live via our website at www.wellsradio893.com. Also, call or WhatsApp Wells Radio Newsroom on 091-6893-2000 for any eyewitness account. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.
Ilẹ̀ ẹ má yí kúrò, Wells Radio 89.3 FM níbẹ̀ gangan lẹ wà.
Ẹ káalẹ́, ìròyìn ilé wa ló ń dé sétí gbọ̀yìn láti ìkànnì Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Ìkànnì kànga àgbọ̀nmágbẹ̀ tó kalẹ̀ sí òpópónà Aláàfin Avenue lólúyọ̀lé Estate nílùú Ìbàdàn. Modupeola Sanni ni oníròyìn yìí. Ṣáájú ẹ gbọ́ àwọn kókó tó wà nínú ìròyìn náà. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti ránṣẹ́ pé adelé aṣojú ilẹ̀ South Africa lórí ìkọlù sí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà sì dúró ṣinṣin lórí ìlànà àjọ àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tí wọ́n ń ṣe epo rọ̀bì ìyẹn OPEC. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Bauchi kúrò nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP bọ́ sínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APM. Igbákejì ààrẹ Wells of Salvation Global Ministries ló ṣe àjọyọ̀ 70 ọdún àti ìṣílé. Ní ti ìròyìn ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, Aláàfin ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ló tako ọ̀nà tí wọ́n gbà yan olórí ọjà tuntun. Báyìí ẹ gbọ́ ìròyìn ọ̀hún lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ránṣẹ́ pé adelé aṣojú ilẹ̀ South Africa sí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láti wá ṣe àpàtẹnujẹ́wọ́ lórí ìkọlù tí wọ́n ń ṣe sí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ní ilẹ̀ South Africa. Iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba tó ń ṣe àkóso ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ òkèrè ló fi léde wípé wọ́n ti ránṣẹ́ sí i láti wá sọ ti ẹnu rẹ̀ ní aago 4 ìrọ̀lẹ́, ìyẹn ní ọjọ́ Ajé, ọjọ́ 4 oṣù tí a wà yìí. Àwọn aláṣẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yóò fi tó ìjọba ilẹ̀ South Africa létí wípé inú àwọn kò dùn sí bí wọ́n ṣe ń lépa àwọn ọmọ bíbí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ní ìlú ọ̀hún. Bí ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ń kọminú lórí àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀hún, ìjọba rọ àwọn ọmọ ìlú láti gba àlàáfíà láàyè. Iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ epo rọ̀bì ti jẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ́ wípé orílẹ̀-èdè wa dúró ṣinṣin lórí ìlànà àjọ àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tí wọ́n ń ṣe epo rọ̀bì, ìyẹn Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries OPEC, àti àwọn olùkú rẹ̀ nínú OPEC Plus. Iléeṣẹ́ ọ̀hún ló sọ wípé àwọn mọ rírì OPEC àti àwọn olùkú káàkiri àgbáyé, pàápàá jùlọ lórí owó epo àti bí epo ṣe máa wà ní ọjà àgbáyé. Ní àkótán, iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba ọ̀hún ló sọ wípé àwọn yóò máa tẹ̀lé àṣẹ àti ìlànà tí OPEC bá là kalẹ̀. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Bauchi Bala Muhammad ti kéde wípé òun ti darapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú Allied People's Movement àti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú People's Democratic Tanimu Turaki. Gómìnà Muhammad ló kéde ìpinnu rẹ̀ lónìí ní ayẹyẹ kan tí alága ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APM Yusuf Dantale àti àwọn lọ́gàlọ́gà nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ọ̀hún àti ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Bauchi. Ó sọ síwájú wípé ìdí tí òun ṣe bọ́ sínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APM ni láti rí wípé ààyè wà fún àwọn alátìlẹyìn òun láti díje fún àwọn ipò tí ó wù wọ́n. Ará, mọ̀lẹ́bí àti ojúlùmọ̀ ló parapọ̀ lánàá láti bá igbákejì ààrẹ ẹgbẹ́ Wells of Salvation Global Ministries, ìyẹn Pastor Chuks Nwachukwu dunnú lórí àyájọ́ ọdún àkèpẹ̀. Nínú ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún, eléyìí tí wọ́n ti fi sọrí ilé tuntun, ló wáyé nínú ọgbà Christ Ambassadors College ní ìlú Ìbàdàn, tí a ti rí ọmọ ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí ní ibi tí wọ́n ti ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún àdúrótì.
Mo dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn, people who are surrounded me, that wọ́n kọ text message sí mi, even from West Radio, from the hospital. Mo wá rí pé àwọn èèyàn ń wo èèyàn tó ń sábà. Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn, àwọn elders in the ministry, in the church.
Ààrẹ ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún ajínrere abilékọ ìyẹn olùṣọ́-àgùntàn Chuks Nwachukwu lọ́gọ̀ ẹnu fún àdúrótì wọn àti ìdúróṣinṣin ẹ̀ fún gbogbo ìgbà tí wọ́n fi jọ wà.
Olùṣọ́-àgùntàn Pastor Chuks Nwachukwu ó jẹ́ ẹni tó bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run, ó jẹ́ òjíṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run, ó jẹ́ akíkanjú nínú iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ yìí. Àjèrè ọkàn ni wọ́n. Ọlọ́run rán sí wa nínú ilé iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ tó gbélé wa lọ́wọ́, Kànga Ìgbàlà. Láti ìgbà tí ó ti darapọ̀ mọ́ ilé iṣẹ́ yìí láti 30 ọdún sẹ́yìn, Olùṣọ́-àgùntàn Chuks Nwachukwu kò jẹ́ níkẹ́ni lẹ́sẹ̀ rẹ̀, kò sí nídìí ìbàjẹ́, ó lè tẹ́lọ́rùn, kò ń ṣe lára ènìyàn. Wọ́n pé ọdún 70 gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìjọ Ọlọ́run làwa ń ṣe àjọyọ̀ wọn, àdẹ̀díkéètì ilé tọ́lọ́run kọ́ fún wọn. Bí ẹ bá ti gbéṣẹ́ fún wọn, ẹ lè lọ sùn.
Àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ọmọ ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí náà ni wọ́n fi ìdùnnú wọn hàn tí wọ́n sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ìfarajìn wọn. Ní ti ìròyìn ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, Aláàfin ti ìlú Ọ̀yọ́ Ọba Hakeem Owóadé náà ti kìlọ̀ tako ìgbésẹ̀ kan tí àwọn kan gbé láti fi olórí ọjà tuntun jẹ ní Ọ̀yọ́. Pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ní ibi tí ó ti sọ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún lòdì sí òfin àti wípé kò ní ẹsẹ̀ ńlẹ̀.